Hello everyone, welcome to European Royals TV. Thank you for clicking. So today we'll be continuing on with Crown Princess Victoria of Sweden's life history. And previous sessions we did introduction, early life, education, personal life, which included relationship with Daniel Westling, her husband, and the engagement. And we also covered marriage and children and health. So today's session will be called Public Life in terms of Crown Princess Victoria of Sweden's life history. If you haven't checked out the previous episodes, or if you'd like to catch up, you can catch up in the playlist section and on the community tab. So the source I'm reading from is Wikipedia. Crown Princess Victoria of Sweden's life history, and it's called Public Life within Sweden. Victoria's declaration of majority took place in the Hall of State at the Royal Palace of Stockholm on 14th of July 1995. As of the day she turned 18, she became eligible to act as head of state when the king is not in country. Victoria made her first public speech on this occasion, promising allegiance to her father, the king, and to uphold the laws and constitution of Sweden. Located on the dais in the background was the same silver throne on which her father was seated at his enthronement. In actual use from 1650 and up until this ceremony. Crown Princess Victoria was given her own household in October 2004. It is headed by the Marshal of the Court and serves to coordinate the official engagements of the Crown Princess. As heir apparent to the throne, Victoria is a working member of the Swedish royal family with her own agenda of official engagements. Victoria attends the regular Advisory Council on Foreign Affairs and the Council State. Victoria attends the regular Advisory Council on Foreign Affairs and the Council of State. The Council of State with government ministers headed by the King and steps in as a temporary regent when needed. When Social Democrat Magdalena Andersson was elected as Sweden's first female prime minister in 2021, Victoria stated that it was about time and that Andersson would become an important symbol. That's nice. She was bigging her up. Outside of Sweden, Victoria's first major official visit on her own was to Japan in 2001, where she promoted Swedish tourism, design, music, gastronomy, and environmental sustainability. That same year, Victoria also traveled to the west coast of the United States, where she participated in the celebrations of the Noble Centenary. Source I'm reading from is Wikipedia, and we're talking about Crown Princess Victoria of Sweden's life history. Let's continue. In 2002, she paid official visits to United States, Spain, Uganda, Ethiopia, and Kosovo, where she visited Camp Victoria. In 2003, she made official visits to Egypt and the United States. In early 2004, she paid an official visit to Saudi Arabia as a part of a large official business delegation from Sweden. And in October 2004, she traveled to Hungary. In January 2005, Victoria made an extended official visit to Australia, promoting Swedish style and businesses. And in April, she visited Bangladesh and Sri Lanka to follow aid work and become informed about the work in the aftermath of the tsunami. In April 2005, Victoria made an official visit to Japan, where she visited the Expo 2005 in Aichi. Was it Aichi or Aichi? AICHI. Laid the foundation for a new IKEA store in Yokohama together with Princess Takamado, and met with Emperor Akihito, Empress Michiko, Crown Prince Naruhito, sorry, I can't pronounce all these, and Sayako Kuroda. In June 2005, Victoria travelled to Turkey on a visit where she participated in the Swedish Business Seminar and Sweden Day celebrations in Ankara during a historic visit which was organised by the Swedish Embassy in Ankara and Swedish Trade Council in Istanbul. Victoria also visited the historic sites such as the Blue Mosque, Topkapi Palace, and Hagia Sophia. This was the first official royal visit from Sweden to Turkey since 1934. In September 2005, she made an official visit to China. Wow, she was a busy princess traveling the world. Sounds like a world tour. Such a short time. Source I'm reading from is Wikipedia as we continue on with Crown Princess Victoria of Sweden's life history. And we are talking about public life. Let's continue. In March 2006, Victoria made an official visit to Brazil, where she followed the Volvo Ocean Race and visited projects supported by the World Childhood Foundation, such as the Abrigo Reina Silvia. In December, she paid a 4-day visit to Paris, where she attended a French-Swedish soiree arranged by the Swedish Chamber of Commerce, the Swedish Trade Council, and the Swedish Embassy, during which she also awarded the Prix d'Excellence 2006. The visit to Paris also included events with the Swedish Club in Paris, attendance at a church service in the Sophia Church, the Swedish church in Paris, a study visit to the OECD headquarters, and meetings with the Secretary General Jose Angel Gurria, the Swedish ambassador to the OECD, Gun-Britt Anderson, and other senior officials. She also attended a gala dinner hosted by La Fondation pour les Enfants at Versailles. Is it Versailles or Versailles? In October 2015, Victoria and Daniel completed a 5-day official visit of Peru and Colombia. In February 2023, they toured Australia and New Zealand. When Sweden became a member of the NATO in 2024, the Crown Princess attended Sweden's flag-raising ceremony outside the NATO headquarters in Brussels. Source I'm reading from is Wikipedia. We have now come to the end of session number 6, which is called Public Life. Next session will be called Charity Work, and we will continue on with that. So now, if you missed any of our previous episodes, please could you check out our community tab and the playlist section, and it's called Crown Princess of Sweden's Life History. You can catch up with episodes in there. Also, thumbs up if you haven't already, and please subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on more. We also have Queen Silvia of Sweden's Life History and King Carl Gustaf of Sweden's Life History in the playlist section and on the community tab. Source I've been reading from is Wikipedia. What I'll do now is put up our poll question. Please feel free to interact in the comment section and answer our poll question. Thank you so much for your time, and thanks so much for being here. and we shall see you later on for session number 7, which will be called charity work. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for being here.